Heyo, and welcome to my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth podcast, I guess? I don't know what this is. This is just going to be like the first hour that I recorded raw, alright? No cuts, no editing, because I'm lazy. Because I've spent like several hours doing a lot of editing, and I don't even know if it's really worth it. I mean, one of them was really fun. One of them I had an absolute blast doing. I went through the part in Final Fantasy VII Remake, the previous game in this series of Final Fantasy VII games, the remake ones, not the original, which is just one game called Final Fantasy VII. But I went through that and I edited like my favorite part, which is Cloud dancing and then cross-dressing, because I just think that part's really great. Just like the dancing alone is my favorite part, and then it's like, ooh, and now not only is he all dressed up looking gorgeous, but he's all shy and cute about it, and I find it rather adorable. But yeah, so I've been editing that, and when I got to the part with Don Corneo, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna edit this guy out. I'm gonna edit like every speaking part of his out. There's like a few instances where you hear him for a little bit, and there's like one part where like Cloud is talking as he's like saying something in the background. I kept that in, but otherwise, like every instance of him talking, like he shows up occasionally in the scenes, but like there's not like a real moment of him just talking. Like I just cut them all out. It's really funny. Like the best part is when he's like, when Cloud initially is in the bedroom with him, because it's just like it's just like Cloud going like, pathetic, back off, what was that, asshole? It's just like all three in a row. It's really great. But yeah, anyway, I honestly, I was expecting this to play. Like, I didn't realize this was going to be like a separate thing I had to start before I started up the game, because I ended up starting up the game, and then turns out I meant to live stream it, but I wasn't live streaming, so I was like, oh great, now I gotta start over again. And so I did that, and then I was like, oh yeah, and then there's this here, I can go ahead and play this. I think actually I had already watched this. Yeah, I already watched it once, but I didn't record it, so I just recorded it and watched it again. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, hi, how are you? Are you enjoying the video so far? We're 3 minutes into it, and I don't think I've talked about anything relevant to this game specifically. I've just been talking about the previous game, which I think is pretty great. And like, these cutscenes don't look half bad, but when we actually get into like the game, let me know what you think, because like, I don't know if I'm wrong, because like, I understand that like there's more people in the party, you're in a bigger world, so like I don't know if it's just me or if it's like just a slight noticeable thing, but the graphics look notably worse, you know. That was something I was kind of thinking about with with like the pre-rendered cutscenes, is that they're all in like 30 FPS, and it was like so jarring when I was when I got into the game, and I was like, oh, when am I gonna actually get into the game? It's still 30 FPS, and then I realized that this game starts off in graphics mode by default, and that I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VII Remake starts off in performance mode by default, or at least lets you change it up before you actually get into the game. Because it's like, I mean, that's how you know. That's how I can tell when I'm no longer in a pre-rendered cutscene. Although, I don't know, is this one pre-rendered? Like, parts of it are. Like, this part definitely is. But like, is that part pre-rendered? I don't know. I don't know if this is necessarily pre-rendered. So, because like this does look really good, at least from where I'm seeing it. Like, oh man, God, I just wanna continue to play this game, but I don't know. Should I do more of these? Is this like a good idea? Do you like this? I don't know. I'm gonna maybe post like 3 of these. This is technically my 3rd episode doing Final Fantasy, but I did 2 for the remake. But this is for Rebirth. You know, very different from Afterbirth. All right, you know, but yet somewhat similar. See, now that was pre-rendered. Like, that scene there was pre-rendered and looked like garbage. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it was just me. But, like, I much prefer, like, the game, like, in-engine cutscenes than the pre-rendered stuff. Like, every time the pre-rendered stuff came up in the remake, the first one, you can always tell because, first of all, Cloud has his default sword, but also 30 FPS and all the characters look off to me. I don't know. Like, they look basically the same, but they're, like, ever so slightly different, so it, like, seems weird, you know? And it's like, I don't know, it made me think. It's like, what are the future graphics? What's the future of, like, animated movies? Because, like, seeing the pre-rendered cutscenes for this game, I kind of get the impression that, like, oh, this would be like if I watched, like, a Final Fantasy VII movie. I said Ruby there for a second. I don't even want to know what a Ruby is. But, yeah, there's Cloud getting out. And, like, you just start the game. It just starts off into it. Like, honestly, a strong start. I like that, you know. Start in action. You know, get your audience excited, you know? No faff, no going on for 5 minutes about nothing. But hey, sometimes I like hearing people go on for 5 minutes, you know? Sometimes maybe I like them going on for about an hour or so.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
Look at the pores on Sephiroth. Look at that boy's nose.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway.
I don't know why I'm a
indescribable.
nose, but
Countless
still,
buildings have been
nonetheless.
leveled, and part of the road has
Shoot.
collapsed.
What else was I gonna think about? Because, like,
The
I don't know, it
smoke
does
rising
definitely
from
make
the
sense to
rubble
have
is
some cutscenes be pre-rendered.
reminiscent
Like, it
of a
makes sense for
funeral
this to be
pyre.
pre-rendered, and
Of course, this is only the most recent
you know,
in a series
it just
of
looks
crises.
slightly off though, like in
Multiple
comparison
reactor
to the
bombs,
actual game.
followed by the
Like,
fall
the
of
soldiers in the back don't look so bad. But, like, the guy with the
The
face,
fall of the
he
Sector
just
7
kind of
plate,
he just kind of looks
culminating in
off
this
to me.
unprecedented
I don't know. Like, if I
destruction
saw him in the game, I'd be like,
caused by a
yeah, all right,
massive tornado
that's a
which
guy
swept
with a
through
face.
sectors
But
0,
in this, I'm
1,
like,
and
ooh,
2.
that's a weird guy with a weird face,
After a briefing
you know?
with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement declaring the tornado.
I don't know if I'm making any sense, but wow, holy shit, that's pretty cool.
Infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
Man.
The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai.
Yeah, I'm
And has
also...
begun investigations into the matter.
Yeah, I'm still confused about the timeline here. Because, like, I've yet to actually get far enough into the game where, like, the timeline actually makes sense. And it's weird, you know? Because we start off like that was the end of the game. We saw a Cloud go out with his motorcycle, and then the city got destroyed. You know, like that's all happening in real time. Or no, I'm still confused. I'm completely and utterly baffled by the plot of this game at the moment, and we're gonna notice that I'm baffled by a lot of other aspects and things about this game. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I played this last night, I may have imbibed in some things such as water and air. You know, what else could you drink that's not water, and what else could you breathe in that's not air? I don't know. Perhaps some kind of vapor, perhaps some kind of some other kind of liquid that maybe doesn't taste so good. Maybe it tastes a bit bitter, so you mix it with something. But I don't know. I don't know what that could be. But yeah, there's Zack and Cloud. Like, Zack carrying Cloud into Midgar, and like, I'm confused. I'm really confused. Like, why does Zack have Cloud? Like, what's going on here? Because, like, I think, isn't the plot of, like, the initial part, like, that like, Cloud is having Zack's memories? Sorry, like, mild spoilers for the game, but, like, I genuinely don't know. I'm really confused, and I do want to get back playing the game. Alright, see, now we're in-game. Alright. That did look in-game. This looks like a pre-rendered cutscene. I don't know, is there much of a difference?
Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
Yeah, look at that zoom in. Pretty good. Yeah. See, that's in game, and that looks pretty good to me.
Back over
Like
here.
that's some nice quality.
The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble.
Sorry, I'm just having a little sip from my fallen
Quick,
comrades
get the camera off them.
because I feel pretty awful for
Come on.
both Barrett and Tifa. But yeah, like everybody's here. Like, so how does this make sense? Like, I'm really confused by this because Aerith and Red are there getting like shipped away, and it couldn't be in the past. It has to be like, I don't know. I'm so confused about the timeline of this and how like Zack plays a part in it. If he plays a part at all, like I have no idea, because like he just like gives Cloud up on to like the worst person, Kyrie, which is like also like, why does Cloud have his old shoulder pads back? Like I think in flashbacks, I think maybe when there's like maybe one point where Cloud. Like Cloud's doesn't have that. He doesn't have both shoulder pads. He only has one. And now Zack's running around going after. I'm so confused. I don't know. I want to play through the game just to find out what exactly is happening, because you know this guy, Zack, he goes and rescues Aerith. And then, yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah. I don't know. The game doesn't look too bad here. I think it looks pretty solid. But man, that Buster Sword is pretty cool. And I you know, don't get me wrong. I have nothing wrong with Zack, but like I'm genuinely curious as to like what the plot is. Like, is this real? Is this happening? I don't know, because like after this, it cuts to like Cloud. Like telling stories about his past, and the chief is like, as far as I know, Cloud was never there 2 years ago. And the guy sounds kind of crazy, you know? It seems like he might have false memories or something. So it's just weird. And then also, can I complain a little bit here? Because I've seen like the yellow paint on the rock walls in the game, which I think isn't like the most egregious thing in the world. But how are you going to have the yellow paint on the rocks is to let you know that, hey, this is climbable, but then you don't have an indicator for like, oh, you can jump over this, you know? Like, and it's very interesting because like I would say like a majority of the time in Final Fantasy VII Remake, you roughly know where you're going. You know, it's like very obvious if something is like, oh, hey, you can jump over this and you move past that, or it's like, this is a blocked off area, you know? But like, I feel like this game somewhat muddies that. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just stupid, you know? I'm fully ready and willing and prepared to admit that, alright? Because, you know, I am kind of stupid. But so is this game. Look at that. Look at that. It's fucking hilarious. Alright, so what's gonna happen next?
Come on, let's get it.
Alright, so, like, I gotta say, this, like, it really does genuinely have me captivated and interested in, like, the plot and the story of this game, but I just genuinely do not know where it's going and what it's doing and why it is the way that it is. Like, I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but at least for now, I don't know. I don't get it. Alright, so we got more helicopters coming in looking for Aerith. He just abandons Red 13, which dick move, bro. That guy's the best. Alright? I love that fella. And you're just gonna leave him behind and take Aerith? Oh, leave Aerith. Grab Red 13. Come on. Like, what are you, in love with her or something?
This is so messed up. All of it.
That's also very funny. This is so messed up. Yeah, I agree. It is messed up.
I'm back.
Okay, Zack is back. Ooh. Just touching her face, man? So, okay. Yeah, so I remember this being, like, dramatic and, like, that's cool. I like whatever that is. But, like, I don't know. That seems like it was your fault, man. It's like, why'd you do that? Also, what is happening? What is happening? Is she dead? Did she die? Why is he crying over her now? I don't get it. What the fuck is happening? Genuinely, I am so confused. Like, I am, like, several hours into this game. And then... yeah, this is where I expected it to start. This is where I thought the game was gonna start. It was gonna, like, start here after the intro. But instead, it starts off with Zack, and it just confuses me. Because this is Cloud telling, like, stories from Zack, right? Because, like, I don't know, does the age line up? Isn't he, like, 17 in this, or 16? Because, yeah, 5 years ago, he's 21. So apparently he's, like, 16 here. But, like, I don't know, like, is he, though? Is this his memory? Because... I don't know. I am confused.
It's really coming down, huh?
And then also, like, he doesn't act like Cloud, you know? Like,
Feeling any better?
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I think that's probably the point. But, like, I don't, you see Cloud, like, just randomly doing squats, and it's like this ain't Cloud. All right, I know Cloud. This isn't Cloud.
Ready to do this?
All right, I know he's changed because of the soldier program and all the other terrible stuff he's more than likely had to do. But, like, I don't know. I don't know who this fella is. I think it's Zack, because it's not Cloud. That is pretty ridiculous, though. I do find that to be pretty funny. Shut up, Sephiroth. Nobody cares what you think.
No can do.
Kids.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point.
Yeah, this is
If
just
it's another
such
one
a
of those Turks
weird
gigs,
thing to
you can
me.
let me off right here.
Really?
I don't know, like, I don't mind it
only make first,
necessarily,
what do they
but
do?
it's like, I don't know, unfortunately I have been spoiled on some of the, like, on very few of the things. Like, usually it's me opening up a TikTok and going, oh, hey, here's the character. Like, honestly, one thing I keep seeing is, like, Yuffie. Like, I see her for, like, a second, and I immediately, like, move on to the next post or whatever, because I'm so excited for Yuffie. All right, I love Yuffie. She's great. She is, like, honestly one of my favorite characters. All right, I don't know who exactly are my favorite characters, like, in order, but, like, at least for me, Cloud, Barrett, Yuffie, Tifa, not necessarily in that order, but probably pretty close.
Got some fiends in our
And I do like Red 13. He's all right. And
Let's go.
Air's okay, I guess. You know. I don't know. I'm not an Aerith hater. Don't get me wrong. Well, maybe I am a little bit, but I'm not necessarily like an Aerith liker. You know, I'm not an Aerith enjoyer. And now this part's gonna be pretty funny to see, because not only was I not in the room at the time, or I was like busy grabbing something or doing something, but I was just like, man, I wonder what happens if you do this. I was like, come on, Zack, what are you doing? I mean, Cloud. I mean, Clack.
Wait in the truck.
What are you doing, Clack? You silly Billy. Shouldn't you be hanging out with your buddy, Rachel? Rachel and Clack? Sorry, I'm being a silly Billy. Look at Cloud just laying there. What a silly guy. But yeah, I was already like not in the room at the time, so I was just like, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna see if Sephiroth dies if you don't do anything. And the answer is no. You can take all the punishment and all the hits in the world, but you are not gonna die. Not as Sephiroth, all right? Totally real Cloud and not anyone else may. Oh yeah. Actually, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of jumping around here already, but like, first off, the game starts off like confusing, and then eventually, like you see some moments of like Cloud and Tifa, and we're not gonna get to those yet, but it's like once Cloud's done telling the story, but like you get to see some. Oh yeah, no, there's like a moment between like Cloud and Tifa, and like it pisses me off because it's just like I spent the whole of Final Fantasy VII Remake finally seeing Cloud's like tough soldier boy. I don't care about anything. I'm apathetic, and I'm just a money loving merc. That's me. That's my character. I have nothing else going on. But you get to see his real personality come out, and you get to see him enjoy himself a little bit, get along with people, do the right thing. And then immediately in this game, he's just back to, I don't care about anything. I'm cool and gruff, and, you know, nothing matters to me. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Cloud? I'm so mad. I'm so mad at you, my boy, because why? Why? You had so much character development. You did so much, and now you're just gonna take it all back? You're just gonna go away? All right. You know, see, looking at this is making me realize how much space I wasted on this and how much time it took me to get back here. I don't know. I almost kind of want to stick it out, but I also kind of want to pause here and maybe do a bit of editing. Just some light editing, not too much, nothing too drastic, nothing too heavy. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Heyo, and welcome on back. Or, actually, I never left. So anyway, I was going to skip to the end, but there's only like a minute left, you know? Trust me, yeah, see, there we go. I was so close. I was so close to having Sephiroth just start attacking, i.e. me. Because, like, look at that guy. I'm literally him, you know? I got beautiful, long, flowing silver hair. I got cool snake eyes. I have a huge, long, thin penis, sword, and and
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
you know, I'm really like fascinated by this blonde hair, blue-eyed little twink boy.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor.
Anyway, yeah, we're just cutting to the end here. Wait, no, this isn't the end. Yeah, this is normal.
And the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Ooh. Send in their best boys. Couple of, you know, a couple of, I don't even know how you describe like the Final Fantasy character look. You know, like they have their own unique look. They're like supermodels. You know, they sent like 2 supermodels and a bunch of generic backup dancers. You know.
Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents though, right?
A mother named Geneva.
God, it's so weird. It's so weird seeing Cloud act like this.
My father.
Like, that's not Cloud. Alright, I know Cloud. That's not how Cloud is.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Alright. And then, you know, I do understand that's a shocking thing. But, like, I don't know, was that the best way to interrupt it? Maybe. But
Come on, let's go.
It's such an uncanny valley effect. Oh yeah, and then there's the mayor.
Waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself to
and then,
welcome you to our humble little town.
When
Please,
did
if
we
you'll
get
follow
introduced
me.
to Tifa? I don't know. I'm not sure if I have that in. I might have.
Consider yourself
I might have
till
like
sundown.
forgot to include it or cut it out by accident. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think she shows up later. Because, like, for now, you kind of just wander around the village. Yeah, you don't meet Tifa at this point. But yeah, anyway. Here we are, cutting to the end of the story. Alright, we're back in present day. Cloud's got his classic, iconic shoulder piece. So, like what happened with the end of the game? I'm still so confused.
They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Hell yeah. That's why I love Barrett. Yes! Dumbass. God damn it, Aerith. I am not a fan of you.
Manipulating honest folks.
Hi, I'm Aerith, and I'm kind of like an airhead, you know? That's why my name's Aerith. It's like, no, Aerith, that's not why your name is Aerith.
We fought him.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
He's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around.
But why come back now? After 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Tifa's got a good question for you, Cloud.
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Me too, Tifa. The plot of this game is very confusing and
What's bothering
just
me is all this Jenova stuff.
it's just like it's a lot, you know? I'm
Excuse
just
me. Guess the
Oh my god. I don't want to dislike Aerith, but like something in me kills me every time she's just like awkward and weird.
Wow.
What
You weren't kidding,
what
were
is
you?
happening?
Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah,
Ugh.
let's just call it a night.
Alright.
No amount of guesswork will get us
Sleepy
any closer
time.
to the truth.
Honestly, it wouldn't
So
be a
how
bad
about we
idea
give
for me
our
to
heads
catch
a
some
rest?
Z's, because I am tired. I do like when they get synced up. It's really funny.
Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow.
Aw. Poor Barrett. He just wants a bed. So wait, are there only 2 beds? Why?
Aerith?
I mean, no offense to Cloud, but shouldn't he be the one sleeping on the floor? Or on a couch?
Was wondering.
Barely, she says, eyes fully wide
Where's
open.
he been?
And you're
Ah.
asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did.
Also,
One time.
what a weird blanket situation they have going on.
Taken from me, though.
Just like, hey, listen, we don't want like actual
Maybe
blankets to
erased?
like cover our bodies. Just like the middle part, you know, like the stomach,
whispers?
like cover that up with the blanket. Who does that? I don't know. Like, maybe I'm the weird one, but like the whole point of a cover is
Maybe
it
that's
covers like the majority of your body.
What?
You know, maybe you want to like stick a foot out. Maybe you want to
This is gonna
like
sound crazy,
uh
but
like
As
you
far
know
as I
kind of
know,
only have it like halfway
Cloud
down
has
your
nothing
chest or
illegal
something.
on
There's
her
all kinds of
face.
ways to have a blanket, and you can do whatever you want, but I don't know, they both feel wrong. They both feel like wrong ways to have the blanket. And oh yeah, it's a dramatic moment, but here I am talking about the blankets instead. All right. Anyway, now we're finally getting to the part that I like want to talk about. And it's like, why is Cloud being like this, you know? Which, like, crazy that, like...
Cloud, you up?
I get that Cloud's, like, a light sleeper. That's part of his character. But, like, how does no one else hear that? Like, Cloud wakes up instantly. And then I don't know. At least to me, why does he bring his sword? It's just like, hey, you never know. Gotta bring my sword.
Sorry, did I wake you?
Tifa might be an imposter.
What's
you
going
know,
on?
she may be sus. Ooh,
nothing, really.
look at that.
It's
It's
just something I need to
2024,
ask
and I made an
So,
amogus
Can we
joke.
talk?
Somebody shoot me. Put me down like the
Great.
old dog I am.
Follow me.
See, I was so happy about this. I was like, yeah, Cloud and Tifa getting along together. And then Sephiroth just kind of hanging out, being like, Cloud, I'm coming for you. You're no longer 16, Cloud. Sorry, that's not funny.
What?
But I don't know. That would be hilarious if the plot to Final Fantasy VII was like Sephiroth grooming Cloud, but like not like a serious or fucked up way. Just like it's like it just keeps showing up. It's like Sephiroth, no, go away, Sephiroth. Sephiroth's like, oh, but Cloud. I don't know. Sorry, it's not a funny subject, but I'm finding it hilarious in this current moment.
Do you think Midgar's over there? Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Ooh.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there.
Not gonna lie, when I first saw this scene, when he said I saw you lying there, I thought he meant like she was lying about it.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
You see, this is bad on both parts here, because Tifa's like, "Hey, what are you assuming all these awful things?" And then Cloud just kind of stands there and just like, "I don't have anything to say."
Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the
Surprisingly
clinic.
tasteful.
He risked
you
his
know?
life carrying me out of the reactor.
But
and down the river. Wasn't just him though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
But Cloud, why can't you just be like, "Hey, listen, my memory's all
Of course
fucked
you
up."
can't.
Why do you say that? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so mad. I'm so mad about this.
Need some space.
Because I'm a Tifa X Cloud guy, all right? I like Tifa and Cloud together, and it's like it's just like they have a lot of really cute moments together. You know, I got Tifa's date scene twice because what am I gonna do? The date scene with Aerith, where she's like, "Hey, don't fall in love with me," even though we've only known each other for like 4 hours.
I thought we could just pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
Cloud, I hate you.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Cloud, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Don't do this to my heart, my boy. All right? Don't do it. What's wrong with you? Why? Why do you do this, Cloud? Anyway, well, here's some of the rest of the footage I had edited. This guy's cool. I like him. I forget what his name is.
Richard Zangan,
Richard.
a humble traveler of the world
Zangan?
and teacher of martial
But yeah,
arts.
I don't have any audio, so I can't hear I can't hear him say his own name. I can only read it. So I'm gonna see if I pronounce that right, and I'm also gonna do a bit more editing here in a moment. This is kind of weird, but
Well
also
done,
kind of
but
funny.
lacking mass. You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
Like, I don't know, it's a general rule of thumb for me, like, don't touch people, you know? It's like, oh, hey, what's up, new person I just met? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna touch you. Like, that's weird, right? You know? Like, I don't even like handshakes. But that's more of a personal thing for me. I don't mind a handshake, but the fact is I have sweaty hands, so it's usually not a good first impression to make where when I meet somebody I go, hey, they're like, here, shake my hand. And I'm like, I'm gonna, I always try to like quickly wipe my hand, get in and out real fast, because I just have ever so constant sweaty hands, alright? It's gross, it's disgusting, I well and truly hate it, you know? It is not a good thing for me, but, you know, it is what it is. It's what I have, and it's, you know, not going to go away anytime soon, so. Alright, I think once I'm done with this clip here, I have, like, a few more clips, and then I just have, like, some raw footage. I'm going to do some more editing, because I want to do some more talking and discussing of, like, the characters and my first impressions, really. This is kind of, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to title this, but it's essentially like my first impressions of the game. So I'll be back in a second. We're on the next scene now, so we're just going to finish this scene out, even though I'm just talking over it.
I've been working on some new techniques.
All right, yeah, that's cool, man.
Interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
All right, me too.
Help. Just say the word.
I followed
Heyo, I finished up editing, and now we're jumping around, alright? The timeline is going to be confusing and strange and weird, kind of like this game. But, yeah. So, like, Cloud has this flashback in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you know? And it's like, this has got to be Zack's memories, right? But is Zack still alive? Like, does he still exist? I don't know. That's the confusing part, because at least to me, it kind of reads that he is alive. But, like, exactly what has happened? What has transpired, you know? Like, did he save everybody? Like, why did he alone have Cloud and then drop him off with, like, Kyrie before, like, leaving? And then, oh, poor Tifa. Feel bad for her. And then, I gotta say, I find it hilarious how big that sword is in comparison to her. Like, Sephiroth just has, like, an unnecessarily huge sword. Like, you're not gonna be able to fit in that doorway. But yeah, also sorry about your dead dad. Okay, you managed to get the sword through. Oh man, you know, as somebody that's not played the previous Final Fantasy VII game, or like, you know, the original, I mean, and like knows next to nothing about this series, I'm really curious about Jenova, because I got some of the basic plot details about her, but like I don't know a whole lot. Like I want to learn more lore about Jenova, and I'm hoping I can come across that at some point playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But ooh, look at that! Sephiroth is just a bitch. He's just a dramatic little guy, and oof. Jeez. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, alright? You know, like, cut a small hole in my chest. Also, like, I don't know, why does Cloud assume that Tifa has died from that? Like, it looks like she's still breathing. I don't know, again, I don't have any audio, so I can't, like, confirm 100%. Yeah, she's still alive. And, like, it's not like he stabbed her, you know? Aww. Because, like, I don't know, it's something I'm really curious about. Like, is Cloud, like, genuinely confused about that? Or when he asks Tifa about it, is he just like, hey, how'd you survive? And then she's like, oh, so what? You think I'm some sort of, like, clone? Like, I'm some sort of, like, secret Shinra spy who's going to murder you? And it's like, well, no, Cloud didn't say that, Tifa. Oh, he's a real cutie, though. I will say, I'll bring that up every now and then.
Your son.
Is that Cloud? He's a cutie patootie.
Mother.
And
Together we will reclaim our world.
Somewhat of a
And
silly
I know
Billy.
exactly how we can do that. The promised land.
Sephiroth!
Also, like, that's not... Is that Genova? Is that really Genova?
Mother.
I don't know. Yeah, there's like
They
the
have
metal
come again.
version of her.
The ones
Then there's
who
like
robbed you
the
of the planet.
other part, the actual
Your
body.
planet.
Oh.
But there's no need to be sad.
He's got some wide eyes.
Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
Weird game. You see, my problem is that, like, I don't know, I'll probably get into it in other episodes, because this is the first one. This is the first kind of podcast. Oh yeah, there she is.
You killed
That's
my
the
mom.
real Genova.
You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
Sephiroth's like, no, I didn't kill her. I just stabbed her, and she
They
fell
were
down some
mine
stairs.
by
She'll be
right.
fine.
This planet too. For I have been chosen.
Man, a lot of quivering from both of these fellas.
Not you. Whoever the hell you are.
I do like Sephiroth as a villain. I think he's a pretty good villain. I do want to know more about him. And then also, that's too much. Like, whoever did
That's not
that,
my mom.
chill the fuck out.
Matters.
All right,
Sure it does.
genuinely.
I know I want to hear what happened.
Me
Also,
too.
this one's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that scene, now we're gonna go to a much more wholesome scene, but not initially.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
By the way, I
won't
find it kind
push
of funny that sometimes Cloud will say something out loud, but then like most of the time he doesn't. And like it surprises me now when Cloud actually says like a dialogue option that you pick. I don't know. I gotta say, I am really
My
into
dad
this
died
game.
when I was a
I think
kid.
it's pretty good, but
So after I left for
I
Midgard,
don't know. Oh,
was on her
this
own.
part is great.
the first time we'd
It's
seen each other in
interesting
2
because like
years.
this one is different.
first time.
Like like the dialogue is
Dust.
slightly different from the version in the
I'll be right
remake, and it's like I wonder why that is. You know? Because like this is all new stuff. Aw.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey,
Welcome home. Come in. Let me get a good look at you.
I like Cloud's
my.
mother.
So that's
She
what they've got
seems
you
like a very
wearing,
nice
huh?
woman.
You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never
Too bad
been
that
so
I don't know.
proud.
It probably isn't.
The man
Again,
you've
it like
become.
this has got to be Zack's
Women must
mother,
be having
right?
you
Well,
day and
maybe
night.
that's Cloud's mother, but
not really.
this memory is of
You know,
Zack
there's
and
all
his
kinds
mother.
of temptations in the big city.
I don't know. Maybe they're brothers. Maybe that's why Cloud,
I'd feel a lot
every
better
time
if I
somebody
knew
comes
you'd
up to him
found
and
a
calls
good
him bro, he's
girl.
like,
Wanted
"Don't
to
call
make
me
sure you
bro."
didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on
Yeah,
the
I
straight
don't
and
remember
narrow
saying an
and tell
older,
you when
more
you're being a
mature
silly
girl.
goose. That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Also, did she say the silly goose line? I missed it.
They
I
are
didn't read
feeding
it
you
in time.
properly, aren't they?
Yeah, I was too
Oh,
distracted by the new
But you
part
know,
that.
Cloud,
I don't know. Maybe it was the
Wouldn't you
same.
agree,
I don't
Cloud?
think I have footage of it,
you're my
and
son.
I don't feel like replaying
Or
Final
so
Fantasy
always.
VII Remake just quite yet. But
Okay.
I don't know.
That's enough.
I find that to be like really fascinating. God, I really got to get more space on my console because right now it is not enough. You know. All right. Ah, this is a classic bit of I didn't realize I just left my controller here during this cutscene. All right. Hey, so that might have been a little confusing watching for you, but I obviously cut off some of the last clip because it was just me standing there, and now we're here in
So
an
how did it
actual
feel being back
cutscene.
up there?
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Man, God, I feel bad for Cloud. He's got all these memories that aren't his. It's Tifa even going, yeah, okay. This seems weird, Cloud. This seems not true, because I don't remember you coming back to the village after 2 years. Oh, look at him. He's so sad and troubled. I feel bad for him. But yeah, no. Alright. So I'm gonna do a little bit of wandering around, but not too much. And then it's gonna be more scenes and stuff that play, I guess, I think. Oh, man, I'm getting tired. I am beat. I don't know. Maybe I should get some more food in me, or maybe I should just suck it up and record for another 15 more minutes. Look at that sandwich, though. This part is really funny.
Is that Cloud? Silly boy. You should have let us know you'd be paying us a visit.
Because, like, you know, you get this, like, nice little moment.
Eat up, Cloud.
And then...
You still got room to grow, you know. You remember these pork sandwiches, don't you?
You can just have them
They're
keep
exactly
eating
like
sandwiches.
the ones Mrs. Tyler used to make. I'm sure you must have taken them as
Actually,
snacks
yeah,
on
how
holiday
long can
before.
you do this for? Because, like, I got, like, a
Did you go on
little
any
pop-up
playdates?
notification that was like, you're not going to be able to have dinner, you know? You feel stuffed.
Claudia must be
Does this
so proud
change
of the
anything?
fine
Does
young
this,
man
like,
you've
affect
become.
part of the game?
Take
I
care
don't
of
know.
yourself.
Like,
You'll be
do I
spending
miss
the
out on
night
a
at home.
cutscene because Cloud
Maybe
doesn't
I'll
have
pay your
dinner?
mother a visit. Oh, but I shouldn't impose. You two must have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you will not have room for supper tonight.
Don't be a stranger now, Cloud. I know your mother would be happy to see you much more often. Don't be
Okay,
a stranger now,
there we go.
Cloud.
That's
I know
all the
you-
sandwich eating that you can do. But man, that is
Sephiroth's
pretty
at the
funny.
end, and tried
And
to
then
take a
here's
shot
this
of him, but my
Gabby,
hands
a
were
silly
shaking.
fella.
Mind asking Sephiroth to come out?
I need me pictures of
You want
Sephiroth.
me to take your photo? Sorry,
Cloud,
but I
get
can't
out there and
afford
get me
to.
pictures of Sephiroth. Sephiroth, he's a menace. I don't care what they say. He's not a war hero.
Do our
Avalanche
village
2.
proud.
Get me pictures
I'll
of
be
those
telling
terrorists.
everyone how I welcome the great
They're
Sephiroth
ruining
to
this
town
country,
till the
Cloud.
day I
Can't you see it?
die. Do our village proud.
Strife, you get out there and you get me more pictures of Sephiroth. All right? I want him every way, every angle. All right? Up skirt. He doesn't wear a skirt, but he does wear a big cloak. Or it's not a cloak, but a coat. I don't know. What exactly is Sephiroth's outfit? Okay, it's pretty hot. I'll tell you that much. All right? That much is true. All right, here we go. Finally going back into the building. Hey, come on, get there, come on. I'm bored. I'm bored, and this is my own video, all right? How am I supposed to keep other people engaged if
Didn't really
nothing
notice
is
at the
happening,
time,
all right?
but
Get up there
looking
and
back,
get
all the
talking to
signs were there.
Sephiroth.
From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Was he though? I mean, well, like, who truly is Sephiroth? Because he seems like a weirdo
What you
freak
looking at?
man, and the whole time he does weirdo freak man stuff. You know,
This
seems pretty
landscape.
in character to me.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Aw, poor Sephiroth. I know he's a villain and he's evil and
Big day
stuff,
tomorrow.
but he's got the same
We'll be
problems
leaving
that
bright
Cloud
and early.
does. I don't know. I like parallels like that. I like when, you
We should
know,
get some rest.
kind of the hero and the villain are
Alright.
like two sides of
Will
the
do.
same coin, you know, where what one of them is heads and one of them is tails, one of them is a top and the other one is a bottom.
Night.
Sorry, dumb joke, but
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
oh yeah.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Yeah, too excited
Why?
thinking about Sephiroth, huh?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I missed what Tifa said there, and now I'm surprised as what's happening as to what's happening. I don't know. I can't speak. Oh yeah, I went back and watched it. Tifa was just saying that, you know, she was up all night because she was excited and / nervous.
We leave once our guide arrives.
It is pretty funny seeing
Yes, sir.
Cloud like this, even if it's probably not actually Cloud.
Sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Dad.
You can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going.
I
and
like his
that's
mustache.
that. There'll be 2 soldiers
He's
with
got
me.
that
I'll be
classic
fine.
dad stash.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Also,
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
yeah, now this is curious. I wonder how much of this is true. Like, does Zack know about Tifa? Or is this Cloud like projecting his own memories? Like, I'm so curious. I want to find out the truth of this, you know? And then
Please,
this is a
Sakura,
cute
it'd mean a lot
moment.
to us.
I like how they both
It's
convince
just one
him to take a
Come on.
photo.
Where's the harm
And
in that?
Sephiroth's just like, I'm not here for that. But you know what? Yeah, come on, Sephiroth. One last photo before you become evil and remember your legacy, your destiny. Remember your dead mother Genova who
Thanks.
came from the stars or whatever.
Say cheese.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
Aw.
One more.
Yeah, I
I
guess we were.
really like Sephiroth. He's such a silly guy.
The reactor
you know?
was
He
halfway
was
up
just
Mount
feeling
Nebo.
a little silly when he decided to
looking
murder
forward
and
to
burn
that
down the
crisp,
whole
clean
village.
mountain air.
Anyway, let's see him be a silly little guy.
Hey, hold on.
Cloud grabs his hand. Dude, Sephiroth rocks. Oh man. Oh no, it's like kind of a ridiculous thing to have a guy go around and be like basically invincible and have god powers, but it is fun.
I keep
Like at least
asking
he has
myself,
fun with it, you know?
why couldn't
He's
I
just
have come
having
to you
a
sooner?
good time. Tossing Cloud around.
If I had, maybe I could have
Aw.
saved the village.
Yeah.
Or tried, at least.
Oh God, that's so sad. You know, like they're more. I know that's why I like this game ultimately. You know, it's like as much as I have problems because I'm a dumbass and I didn't know where to go. It was a struggle. It was a struggle for me to get through this mission. All right, because like I don't know where I was going. This was basically a good kind of. A good example of how I got around. This is a good metaphor. I was limping around as everything is on fire and I don't know what's happening. And I keep going everywhere but the correct direction. It's like, I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, there's the mayor. I'm the mayor. Wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think that guy sounds like. There's another mayor later on in the first village you go to, or city, or it's called K something. Karma, Camel. I don't know. I forget what the first town you're in right now is called, but the mayor there has just like classic mayor voice of like, oh, hello, I'm the mayor. Yes, I do enjoy being the mayor of our fine little town. Could you, dear sir, could you help me protect the citizens of this great city? Look at him go. Come on, Cloud, Zack, whoever you are, you can get there. You can do it. But yeah, so like, I'm really curious about what the truth is. Like, is this all Zack's memories, or some of these Cloud's memories that like are blurring together? Like, you know, what would be cool? It would be kind of cool if Cloud's mother was still alive. You know, like he thinks she's dead, but that's because Zack's mother is dead, and he has the memory of Zack's mother dying, so he has that memory. And then he does mention in the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Remake that he killed Sephiroth. Like, Sephiroth shows up and he's like, "Hello, Cloud. You're 21 now, and I can flirt with you instead of just making eyes." And it's like, Jesus Christ, Sephiroth. Alright, I knew you were a villain, but I didn't realize you were that evil. But no, he shows up and he's like, hey, Cloud, remember that time I killed your mother? And then, and then Cloud's like, I killed you. But then he doesn't remember, like, see? Like, this seems like it's a different scene. It's a different time. Or maybe this is Zack's perspective? I really don't know what's happening here. Yeah, maybe that was just like a flash. I don't know. It seems like distinctly two different burning houses. But I could be wrong about that. And I probably am. Like, I just genuinely do not know.
Don't worry.
I want to play the game. I want to find out. I want to know the lore. I want to figure out what's going to happen. And, oof. Poor guy. But hey, you know, I mean, if there's one way to die, I'll take being penetrated by Sephiroth, you know? You'll die, but hey, at least you can go to heaven or hell or wherever you go when you die and be like, hey, I got penetrated by Sephiroth.
Monster!
Oh, man.
There he is! Sephiroth!
Also,
You sick son of a bitch! That's far enough!
I don't like the way this is done. Like, I don't like the holding L2 and R2. Like, it's not bad. I kind of wish this was either just like a flat-out cutscene, or it was instead like I don't know, more like intuitive or involved somehow. Also, like, none of them are firing at Sephiroth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're sort of just like holding guns at him. Like, run away, fellas. If you're not gonna pull the fucking trigger, then what are you doing? I'm over here. I'm getting more trigger action than both of you combined, than all four of you. And you're all dead now. Alright? I know maybe it's because I'm supposed to get up and then we can see Sephiroth kill him. No, yeah, you are just standing there with a gun, not doing anything with the gun. Look, I know it's Sephiroth, but like, I don't know. Like, what? Why? Like, just have Sephiroth, like, have them shoot at Sephiroth and then have Sephiroth, like, you know, cut the bullet in midair. Or, probably more accurately, deflect it with his blade. And then, that's the most evil thing you've done, Sephiroth, not the cowboy hat. Alright, you can murder this whole village, you can burn everything to the ground, but stepping on the cowboy hat? What a monster. Oh. And I love how Sephiroth literally just ignores Cloud. Oh. Well, there he goes.
Weak legs.
But hey,
betray
we're not
weak
gonna
mind.
end on a sad note. All right, we're gonna end on a happy
Takes
note.
me back.
I like this cute little interaction with Tifa saying that, and then you can go around the back here, and guess what? It's the cat corner. It's the corner filled with all the kitty cats.
Ever since we heard a survey team was coming.
But yeah, why do I have more footage? I thought it ended there. Why does this go on for longer? Oh, it's because I go back to the cats. Hi, cats. Just me and my cats hanging out. All right. Well, hey, it's been fun.